Good morning, here we are at Northwich for a change, and we're at the Plaza for Craft at the Plaza. All the crew from the brewery have arrived, we're all set up and the customers have just started to arrive now, so let's take you inside, show you what's going on, and we're all set for a cracking day. Some lovely beers in there. Here's Simon from Hush, the organiser of this event. He hopefully is very proud of what he's created here, because this is mega in here. We'll give you a good tour around in a minute, but how's it going so far?
Steady. It's people enjoying it. We're nervous, it's our first one. But yeah, good vibe. That's all you want. That's all you want.
It is, and there's such a great selection of breweries here, you know, from big to small, well known to unheard of, like us. So thanks for giving us the opportunity to come and sort of muck in with the big guys. It really helps our mind share.
We're in the same industry. We've got to do it.
Awesome.
They all started little, didn't they?
They did.
You too, mate.
We'll head down into the main area. This used to be a cinema, so I don't know if you can make this out on the video, but the floors really sloped. So I'm walking kind of downhill at the moment, where the seats used to be. We'll do the circuit in a minute, but let's just go take a look at our bar first, which looks like it's got a few customers hanging around. That's good. We've reutilised the banner that we got together for the Folk and Boat Festival last year, which has got Tom's Tap and Brewhouse branding on it as well. So we'll give Sean a little bit of free advertising. And we got some interesting beers on. We didn't bring all of ours because we wanted to kind of mix it up a little bit. So we'll just go left to right. Nelson Pale, which is Nelson Sauvin hop. I think it's a single hop. Lovely. From our friends at Red Willow in Macclesfield, we've got Faithless 209, that's the Mosaic, 4.4. Gingerbeard, winner of the Middlewich Beer Festival, no less. I'll tell you more about that in an upcoming episode. So that's selling reasonably well as well. The Get Locky is a little bit slow so far. I mean, it is a 5.8 and we're like 1 p.m. at the moment, so I'm not sure that that's going to get supped till much later in the day. We've got Green Triangles from Pentridge, which is a very hazelnutty milk stout, and with lactose in, so we've actually broken our vegan thing at the moment, but you know, we're not pretending it's ours and it's vegan, because it probably isn't. These two are though. And on the end, everybody loves Sonoma, however you want to pronounce it, from Track, but on cask, not keg, and it is a delight. You've seen 4Ts before on other videos that we've made, so we're going to just wander over and embarrass Jordan on the YouTubes. All right, Jordan. How's it going?
All right, mate. Yeah, not too bad. Keeping busy.
Good trade so far.
Oh yeah,
It's slow start-ish. But
slow start, but
now.
People are filling up now. It's going well. Yeah.
What special 4Ts delicacies have you brought?
We've brought our regular Trip Layer, which is one of our best-selling IPAs. We've got new on keg at the moment, which is absolutely plumbed, which is right here. 6% plum porter.
6% plum porter. Where did you get that idea from?
A well-known brewery in Stoke. SPA is fresh on keg as well.
SPA.
Time in keg.
Super Session Pale. I'm having one of those later.
And then WA4, our craft lager as well.
And a craft lager, WA4. That's your postcode.
Yeah. Just so much with a postcode. Yeah.
Nice one, Jordan. I'll join you for a beer later.
Oh yeah. See you later, Andy. Fucking
You came together all separately, right?
Well, this is the evening session. We did the 11:30 until 4 p.m. session before. Not bad. Took about, I don't know, 500 quid, I think. This is the evening session now, 5 until 10, or maybe a little bit later. And it's twice as full, I would say. And these guys are working hard. Elliot and Ian, pulling the pints for your enjoyment. Right guys, I have discovered my beer of this festival is this one. Telex by North. It's a 11% Imperial Stout, and it's aged in, firstly, a whiskey barrel, then a rum barrel, then a Rioja barrel, and then they add a ton of cacao nibs, and it is absolutely divine. Only recommended in thirds of a pint, honestly, but beautiful. And they're actually selling it, there's not much left by the look of it. They're selling it in these little 12-litre key kegs. But I'm very tempted to get one in for Christmas for our place, and then set my kegerator back up at home as well. Maybe I can have a few there over the festive season. Just heading upstairs to the food area. This bit looks out over the crowd. I don't know what this is, probably behind where the cinema screens used to be in here, because this whole place, as I said, used to be a cinema. So, but up here we've got catering doing the most amazing chicken and pickled cabbage wraps. Trust me, amazing. And yeah, full house. It's not just the eating area. We've got people just coming up here to drink as well, but it seems to be where the diners are congregating. We've got a little podcast room going on here. This is where we're going to be in a bit, I think. We've not been summoned yet, but I guess we're going to get summoned in a minute. If you have a little look, got a little podcast area going on. We'll be in there in a bit, talking nonsense as usual. And that's the view from the door. So full house. They've been doing a lot of talks as well, beer talks. I think Thornbridge did one. They're up there on the balcony where the Spirit and Fizz bar is up top. And here we are at Attic, and here's Ken. Hi Ken. How long have you worked for Attic?
About the last 20 minutes.
Ken is covering Attic's booth while they do podcasting things in there. And we'll be doing the same for us shortly, I guess, maybe. I'm not sure if we'll all go into the podcast, but if it's all of us, then we're going to need some hands to the pumps, literally. They brought some nice beers as well, look. Moorings, Rolling Waves, gluten-free, by the way, that one. Intuition, and Forward Lager. Not a big lager fan, unless it's Take and See. Righty, we have just concluded our podcast with the guys from More Views on Craft Brews. It was some very interesting questions, nothing too tricky, which is good because I'm a bit tired now. I've been here all day. I won't spoil the end for you, but if you tune into their podcast in, I don't know when, a couple of weeks-ish?
In roughly 10 days from now.
10 days from now, so sometime just heading towards the end of November, early December, you can listen to my dulcet tones as well as watching me on the YouTubes. Thank you guys, really enjoyed that. Cheers.
Thank you very much, Andy. All the best. Cheers.
Right, podcast concluded. That was good fun, enjoyed that a lot. Not met the guys before, but I discovered one of them lives very, very close to me. In fact, about 100 metres from where Elliot lives. So I might be giving him a lift home at this rate because I think he's missed his train now. Unfortunately, because I talk too much. Yeah, you can have a little look behind me. Still busy. We've got 2 hours to go. We've hit the budget, and we're now into profit. Thank God. Wasn't sure how it would work, but it seems to be going okay. And then 2 hours later, we were all done and thankfully into profit. Not hugely, enough to cover the cost of all the beer, to cover Elliot, to cover Ian. Some other bits and pieces that we had to do, and then literally a few £100 in the bank, so it's all good. The main The main goal, I think, was just to get our name out there a little bit more. And, you know, being in a small venue like that alongside some legends, as far as I'm concerned, Sureshot, Pomona Island, 40s, Spookton were there, Attic were there, and then little old us. So it was quite a coup, actually, pulling that off and getting on the same bill. So I was really pleased, and some really good positive feedback. People that hadn't tried us before got the chance to, and it went super well. So that was the first time Hush have arranged that at the Plaza. I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing it again. They're going to be doing it again. Maybe towards the summer would be a better spot in time. It was a bit cold and miserable outside, maybe kept a few people away, but it was full enough. So yeah, super happy. So that event was the 9th of November, Saturday. Today's Sunday, the 17th of November. So a little bit of time's passed, but I've literally not stopped. As soon as that event finished, we got back here the following day, tidied up, flew off to Munich first thing, stupid o'clock Monday morning. Had all week there at the exhibition centre, and then flew back on Friday night. Came in, went to bed, got up, came here, did a load of canning and labelling for a trade order that we've had from a local business. I'll show you that in a minute. And then today, this morning, we've had a young lad called Sam who's doing a Duke of Edinburgh award scheme and needed some volunteering and skills topics to cover. So we've been helping him with that over the last few weeks or so. So I feel like I can breathe a little bit now, because this is on the back of, and if you've watched this channel for a while, you'll know that October, November is just bonkers with day job reality. I wrote it down because I couldn't remember. So in the last month, I've been to Germany twice, Austria, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Czech Republic, and France. And it's mental, the amount of travel that happens this time of year. We come out of summer into Q3. I think a lot of businesses in the space that my day job occupies are, you know, pushing towards the finish line at the end of the year and really want to squeeze every penny out of every opportunity. So it's good fun, but it's hard work. So we've not opened the tap room for a few weekends. We're going to open this coming weekend, and for the 2 weekends after. I'll put the dates and times on Facebook as usual. So we're going to have a little run of 3 weekends, which should then give us some breathing room in December, where we won't open until that bit in between Christmas and New Year, that dead spot, where you don't quite know whether to go visit Auntie Nellie or what. So there's a weekend that falls neatly in between Christmas and New Year, so we'll open then. All of those are subject to weather. It freezes hard here, and when it does, I'm kind of stuck, because we need water for washing things, washing glasses, keeping things clean. So if there's any sign that the water's not flowing through the pipes coming into the building, then it's all over. We'll just put a note on socials and let you know that we've called it off. But I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Hopefully it'll be mild when we need it to be, but we'll find out soon enough. Also at the festival, I mentioned the Middlewich Beer Festival. Some of you know I was preparing for that. We took 3 beers with us. We took Gingerbeard, we took Cross Stout, and we took Most and Dragon. And both Cross Stout and Gingerbeard both won awards. We won one which I've mentioned earlier from Liam's mum and dad, which is the Liam Bridal Award we won for the Cross Stout. And then on the night, we won the award for Gingerbeard, which was voted for by the drinkers. So a 1 in 28 chance for that one, and we managed to pick it up. You know, there was a bit of emotion that night from some, and you know, it's people that knew it was the beer that we made for Liam perhaps may have given us a tick in the box, but it's a solid beer. And you know, even at the Craft at the Plaza, out of all of those beers that we had, Sonoma, the beer from Red Willow, we had that Nelson, the biggest selling beer, the beer we sold more pints of was Gingerbeard. Because it's something a little bit different, I think, and festival goers want to try things that are a little bit different. So we had some super feedback. So, you know, that's the second spin of that beer now, or the second run. I think it might have to become a regular thing, in spite of the pain in the arse that it is to make. If I can get that ginger grated before it comes in, then we can use it straight away. That's probably going to save a little bit of production time. But yeah, it's a nice beer. People like it. I think it's going to be an all year round one, that. I'll have a think about when we need to brew it next. We're pretty much out of keg now. We've got cask, and I'll put those on in the tap room for the next few weekends. But after that, we're going to need to brew it again. And I need to make some cans as well, because I never even ordered can labels for it, because it wasn't supposed to be, other than the promo cans that we did for the charity event, because we weren't anticipating it would be a core beer. I've not got any can design for it yet, so need to get that organised. Make sure Liv approves, and then we'll get it produced. Give me some time though. The lager is back on, not our lager. I do plan to make one at some point. I've got, as I keep saying, I've got all the ingredients here, and the weather's now with us for making a lager, so we can get the temperatures down to where we need them for lagering. So I think when I get a spare 5 or 6 hours one day, I'm going to get a lager made in the tank, and we'll try and get that ready for can and keg, maybe around Christmas time, just after. In the meantime, and beyond that, actually, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't stop selling it, but the Tegensee lager that we'd put on through the summer, supply was interrupted for commercial reasons, and is now resumed. So we had 5 kegs of that delivered a couple of weeks ago, and it sells really well. Yeah, it's not ours, but as far as the lager drinkers are concerned, we wanted to offer something that you couldn't really get anywhere else. And it is quite special. As lagers go, it's a delight. So I think we'll keep that on anyway. We may just have our lager periodically alongside it. If you remember last time, we found a couple of cans in there that we were just doing a bit of a giveaway because there were strays at the end of a batch. And Paul Hayes, thank you for your post. You were first. I think they've been delivered. Well, they have been delivered. I think they've probably been drunk by now as well. So thanks for jumping on that. Nice to read your comments as ever, and thank you for your orders. I appreciate it. Right, let me show you these cans that we've made. So I had a request from a local. Whoa! So these are part assembled now. They're going to be 4 packs. There's only 3 because I still need to can the bitter. But Lockwell Electrics, local supplier here, supplier to the brewery. We know the guys there very well, and they've helped us out on a few occasions when things have gone belly up in here with bits of electrical stuff that we needed. They wanted some cans of various beers to give as a bit of a Christmas hamper thing to their customers in the area. So they asked could we make a little variety pack for them, so we've done that. We've had labels printed with their logo on, and in these packs we've got Murgy Straight, we've got a Get Locky and a Gingerbeard, and there will also be a Moss and Dragon in the batch for this branch. There's another branch that's ordered who wanted stout, and they're all boxed up there ready to go. They're going to come and pick those up from us now. So 104 packs and another 64 packs there for another branch. You'll notice the labels are a bit wrinkly, and there's only one person to blame for that, and that is John from Lockwells, who came in, 1 to help me out, and 2 as a bit of a promo thing to take some photographs, but they stuck the labels on. And yeah, sorry Lockwells customers if your labels are a bit crinkly. Blame John. We got another sticker, this time from Attic. I collected that from their little bar at the Northwich event, so thanks for the sticker, guys, really appreciate it. Hope you had as good a time as we did. I've just gone in the fridge to collect some beers to show you, and we've had a bit of a disaster in here the last couple of days by the look of it, because all the bloody lids have blown on these cans, so we're going to have to buy all new pop because these are knackered now. Look at that, the lids come completely off that Sprite and it's everywhere. It wasn't that cold either. I've just turned it down a bit. It was about there, a quarter. Something's not right with the thermostat in this thing. Never mind. Anyway, this is what I wanted to get you. Let me grab those. Thankfully not frozen like the pop, but we've had these. I'm pretty sure I haven't shown you these. I've had them a while actually. They do need drinking. Some beers from Pat's Brewery. Thank you, Pat. I really appreciate it. You know what? They're getting drunk tonight. finally, as usual, I'm going to apologise for the lack of content lately on YouTube. And I always have an excuse, don't I? Too busy, work, etc. It's true. I'm out of time now, completely out of time. Every minute of my week is accounted for now, and we've reached a point where, well, what do I do next, kind of thing. So we're thinking about that at the moment, how we manage this place moving forward. It's great to, I love the stage that we're at now. It's a bit too busy. There's no free time, but we're producing enough beer in the time available to cover the demand that we've got from the pubs, bars, restaurants, and the tap room here. It doesn't leave me any spare time for family. It doesn't leave me any spare time for anything much, hobbies or anything else. But I'm okay with that right now. As long as I'm getting the support from the family, then we can continue as we are. But it means I can't do another single thing. I've no time for recipe development. I've no time to go out and sell. I've got no time to go out and deliver. Elliot's similar now. He's working full time, so his time's full as well. So we can continue like this indefinitely, as long as we continue to get that that family support and the understanding that there are only 7 days in the week and I need 7.5. But it does mean that sometimes the content that you're watching now is a bit few and far between, so I apologise for that. I try and keep everybody posted on Facebook and Twitter and other social media, but even that lately has been it's been difficult to keep on top of. And then something else happened which I can't tell you about yet, but it's also consumed a big chunk of my time, and some other things have had to give. So the videos have perhaps been even less frequent for the last few weeks, and definitely social media and Facebook and whatnot. I've been a little bit distant on there for reasons that will become clear in a good way. Will become clear probably in the new year. There's something that we're working on which I think is going to raise the profile of this place significantly. It'll be good for us, it'll be good for the town and the local community, and I can't share anything about it. Specifically been asked not to talk about the specifics, but watch this space, and probably in, I think maybe March, maybe a little bit sooner, we'll go back in time, because I've been recording some things in anticipation that at some point I am able to talk about it. So we'll have like a mega episode coming up, as I said, probably early in the new year, Q1, and it will all become clear. So thank you for your support. Thanks for watching. I love you all. Take care. See you soon.